Hello, powerful beings. So I'm going to show you a practice that you can do every day. I recommend every morning as your morning practice, but you can also do it during breaks for work. And you could do this every day to activate joy and pleasure in the body. Now, I'm going to show you in just a second that you're going to dance and you're going to speak out affirmations and words that help you feel the emotion and invoke the emotion of joy and pleasure, and to also help reprogram the body and the nervous system to believe that you are actually worthy and allowed to feel these sensations. So the words that I'm going to speak are specific to me that help me. So this is going to take you time to explore what actually is unique for your body and what helps activate and move the energy. Now, during this process, you're going to meet blockages in your body. So let's say I'm saying, I feel so worthy to feel an abundance of happiness. And then I meet a part in my body, like a little tightness or a cramp, that is a piece that believes that I'm not worthy. It doesn't believe that word. So I'm going to bring my breath there. I'm going to move with that, and I'm just going to keep affirming it. So when I meet those points of resistance in the body, that means great. That is the exact kind of affirmation. That's the exact kind of energy I need to be working with. And then to play with different angles. So maybe I won't just keep saying, I am worthy of this happiness. Maybe I'm going into other angles of, I'm allowed to feel this. This is my birthright. You know, really playing with different words that help it to move, help me bring more awareness and to get deeper in that. Now, this practice is to not bypass pains and things that you feel in your life, you know, so in a moment of having deep wounding and pain, this is not a way to affirmation your way, spiritually bypass your way out of feeling that pain. Rather, this allows you to activate the joy and happiness so that you can move that energy of pain. So this isn't to bypass your way. This is to help also tell the nervous system that you can hold joy, you can hold love. This is your birthright. This can be your natural state of being, so that whether you feel pain, whether you feel suffering, it actually comes from a place of you feel happy to feel sad. You feel happy to feel that suffering rather than just feeling that suffering on its own. So that's a very different life you're living when you're actually happy to feel pain. Yeah. So as human beings, we're gonna experience all different sensations. But if we reprogram our body to believing that happiness is your birthright, pleasure is your natural state of being, then underneath any sensation you feel, you can always tap into the happiness and pleasure underneath it that's actually driving those sensations. So your life will turn around. And let me tell you, when you start doing this, especially in the morning, the way you look at life changes. So for example, when you go and you're say you're sad and you go to the bathroom and you look in the mirror and you're looking through your eyes and you're sad, you're not going to perceive yourself as beautiful. You're not going to like what you look if you're in a sad state. So alternatively, if you are so happy, I just did this practice this morning and I looked in the mirror and I was like, wow, that is the most beautiful being I've ever seen in my life, because I'm looking through the eyes of happiness. Now, these eyes are ego eyes. They can only see what is happening inside our body. It's not really real. So if you're in a state of fear, you're going to see the whole world as threatening and you're going to be in that state. So it's really great in the morning to start this off so that you can then approach the world with joy and happiness. So yeah, you're going to be challenged. You're going to fall back. You're not going to constantly be in that state. But the idea is to keep going, to keep showing up in this, to then reprogram your nervous system to hold the frequency of happiness and pleasure for longer and longer and longer. And I also recommend to do this in between work breaks, because then you can approach your work with that joy, with that pleasure, and then actually work from that state, which then can bring you more abundance and just, yeah, ultimately more joy in all aspects of your life. All right, let me demonstrate you the practice. Again, this is gonna be unique to you. So I'm gonna show you how it works for me, and you're gonna play your favorite song that is hyped up. I can put some suggestions in the comments, but hyped up. It really makes you dance. Make sure the mantras are positive, okay? You don't want to listen to a song that has, so no Taylor Swift. Like, I know Taylor Swift is fun to sing to, but you do not want to be reprogramming your body with those mantras, okay? You want positive words, positive affirmations in the words. So any ecstatic dance DJ is probably where you want to go with the choice of music. And then you're just going to breathe into the body, and you're just gonna start saying words from your heart, okay? So this is very different than just listening to affirmations every day of someone else speaking, oh, I am happy, like that shit doesn't work for me. I need to actually feel into my heart like, yes, I'm allowed to feel happy, and I need to feel it in my body, and that's actually creating movement. That's actually doing something. And I say affirmations that resonate with me. And if you need help with this, ChatGPT can be your best friend. You can test and trial if it's hard for you to channel that yourself. ChatGPT, all right? Okay, let's drop in. I'm gonna show you the practice. I'm allowed to feel happy. Happiness and pleasure is my natural state of being. I am so worthy to feel this happiness. Life is not a threat. I'm allowed to feel safe and good in my body. I am the creator of my life. Happy to live this life. It feels so good and so joyful. I feel so good in this body, so safe. My body is so healthy. It feels so good and grounded, and I feel so much joy and pleasure and beauty in this body. Oh, and I believe that through happiness is where I can gain my wisdom, where I can gain my strength. I don't have to suffer to gain that wisdom. I believe happiness is my form of expansion. Happiness is what makes life interesting. It makes life good. It makes life feel so pleasurable and so interesting and complex. I won't be bored if I'm happy. I'm allowed to remember that I'm a happiness, I'm a pleasure body temple, and I emanate this energy, and it feels so, it feels so good. So I will do this. I'm like, woo! I'm like looking at the camera. I'm like, damn, because I'm looking through happiness eyes. I will do this for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, okay? 2 minutes is not enough, but if 2 minutes is all you have, it still works. But the longer you can do it, the longer you can allow yourself to feel that frequency, you can also meet those limiting parts in yourself that are sabotaging and preventing that. So in just 2 minutes, I didn't really get deep, but in 15 minutes, I'm going to areas of my body. I'm like, ooh, I feel a blockage when I say that word. All right, let's breathe, let's go, let's feel it, and let's open that up. And then when you create space and open that up, whoo, more life force energy gets to move through. Whoo, more orgasmic energy gets to move through. So if you're watching this still, you're still with me, and you notice yourself resistance to do this practice, great. Reflect on what is blocking you to do this practice. Where are you sabotaging your own happiness and joy and pleasure? What belief systems are, preventing you from showing up to feel this for yourself? So that is great shadow work for you to do. And if you notice that you're watching me and you feel cringe, you feel triggered because you see somebody embodying love, joy, happiness, freedom, expression, and you feel triggered by it, great. Look into that trigger, okay? I am just your sacred mirror. You created me. You manifested me to show you this practice. So if you're feeling triggered, dive into that. What is this that's triggering? And what is it that actually maybe you want to feel free and expressive like this? So have so much fun on this journey. Yes, it might require a little bit of shadow work. I mean, everything always requires a little bit of shadow work in my kind of work. But I really hope that in this practice, you're able to finally access and meet deeper layers of pleasure, of happiness, of joy, so that this can bring you more, more of what you want in your life.